Shai Bahashim Mashiach Shai Wakwadash Wak Shab Shema Holy City Jeshurun set apart offspring of the Most High, chosen peculiar people in this earth, seeking to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of faith in Mashiach Shai and walk in all the fruits of the Kodash Wak power. I pray you've been praying. Pray you've been seeking the Most High. Pray you're real close unto Him. Pray that you're hearing His voice. Pray you're letting Him order your steps in your word. Pray you're making your election sure, right? Come to y'all early right now because got some information last night that it was pretty clear to me and to a lot of folks that's in this truth and been in this truth, right? The King Alfred Plan, right? AKA Rex 84. Y'all don't know what that is, man. It's basically the government's way of saying, I'm talking about the United States government, it's their way of saying the imposing of martial law, right? What Trump just say? Take away city, county police, regular, normal law enforcement, and put the military out there. That's what he said, right? And so if y'all don't understand what this is going to be the plan to bring martial law. It's not like these movies like y'all see, right? Soldiers running out, throwing up fences like that in seconds, and mind you, they've been militarizing our police force for so long. They've been upgrading the weaponry and the tactical weapons, equipment that they are authorized to use year by year. We got accustomed to seeing regular law enforcement walking around with rifles, man, not shotguns and a side piece, rifles, all right? Gas masks on their hip, even riot armor, right? They look like soldiers with just a different color of camo. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, soldier. And so, this is one of the main reasons. Well, this is one of the reasons, of course, the scriptures say to come out of her, but this is a reason that was really on my heart, my mind, when I learned about this. I learned about this like right when I got in the truth, like right when I got in the truth. Within the first year I got in the truth, I learned about this because when I told y'all when I came into the truth, I was looking at prophecies. I wasn't like brushing off the law, but I was looking at prophecies to understand, okay, what's about to happen right now? I just got woke up now. What do I need to be looking out for? What I need to be doing now? And this is one of the things, I saw. I reread it again, last night, and I'm going to try if I best. If anybody in here knows how to link it in the chat or link it in the comments so everyone can look at it. I got the link that I read it on, but, I'm not no computer savvy type dude, so put it up so everyone can read and see what's going on, right? If y'all don't know, this thing was specifically geared toward us, when I say quote unquote black folks, Israelites, as a way to quell an uprising of what they deemed us at the time, as slaves. They wanted to have a plan in place to be able to react when there's a so-called, gathering, uprising, Nat Turner type stuff, right? They wanted to be able to quell the rebellion and have, complete authority quickly. They don't want it to be a long process. They want it to be taken care of quickly, right? The implementation of Rex 84 is designed to take place within 8 hours, you guys. All right, within 8 hours, they want the whole thing flipped. Right, now I spoke on this with y'all before, but I'm gonna just give you a couple of details, right? They've been watching a lot of quote unquote black extremists, right? Or extremists, but mostly black extremists, like the NAACP, Southern Poverty Law Center. Of course, the brothers, on the street signing, crying, speaking this word of truth. Um, and they're deeming us, a part of this category to be extremists, you know, terrorists in the waiting, however they want to call it, right? And they got a list of them, and they got dossiers. And we know the deal. They watching all of that. They got people infiltrated into a lot of these camps. I'll tell you, a lot of the camps, most of them got Masons all up in them, right? And then reporting back and letting them know everything. All these camps, you see what's going on, with a lot of the camps, Akari, HOI, Sons of Thunder. You're starting to see the cracks, and the little, issues they got within, their camps. This stuff is not somebody trying to tear down the truth. This stuff is exposing stuff that's unholy, unrighteous, that's been beguiling you guys and not giving you the full understanding of what you're supposed to be doing. Bring you into a truth, but send you on a wrong doctrine within the truth, right? It's controlled opposition. And so these things the Most High bring into light is not to be brushed off. It's not to be looked at as just, hearsay or, I shared some of this information, I'm going to just say with some folks, and some folks just act like, you know, it's a blessing to be woke, you guys. I'm telling you, it's a blessing because the folks that are not woke, they're all the way asleep. They're all the way confused. They're all the way like, yeah, right. Like, I'm telling you right now, man, the Most High's warfare is nothing to play with. He's the one that has put this mind on folks to where they're going to sit there because it's his will that they don't wake up. The Most High scripture says, man, no one comes unto the Most High unless he draw them. All right, so if he ain't draw you and allow you to be asleep, he have a lot for you. And, and that lot, about how serious this world is, how close we are to the end times, how we're in the last days of the last days, how all these things he spoken of as a prophecy, right, are going to happen, and we can't pray it to go away. All this stuff is going to happen, right? It's going to happen. Like I was saying, this plan was at first it's spoken of fictional, like, oh, don't worry about it, because it got out, right? It was actually some people, some entertainers who made a song about it, right? And put it on his album, I think in 1972, made a song about this thing, right? And that's how people started looking into it. So they changed the name to it to Rex 84 to keep it concealed, right? The one now deceased Christian pastor, I think it was, his name was Jim Jones. This what he was talking to, y'all. Listen to me. This is what he was telling his congregation in depth to get them to leave. If y'all know, they all shook. His whole congregation shook and went to Guyana, down to South America, because he was telling them this thing, they're about to do this thing, and they're going to lock us all up, you guys. This is what he was teaching for people to leave. Now, of course, his whole contingency plan and all that was not prophecy. He wasn't supposed to be doing none of that, telling people to go nowhere. But what he was spoken of, he was telling the truth. And as far as what this plan is, that's it. And that plan, man, is surgical, you guys. Is precise. Is meticulous. Like, tell you a little bit of us more. All agencies in the federal government, from the feds all the way down to your city police, are going to participate. All of them are going to bond together. It's going to be one military force. It's going to impose Rex 84. Okay, you got Department of Defense. You got FEMA. You got Homeland Security. You got ATF. You got CIA. You got FBI. You got your U.S. Marshals. You got your state troopers. You got the National Guard. You got your county sheriffs. You got your city police. And any other one I might have missed out on. U.S. Customs. All of these law enforcement agencies are going to bond together within the 8-hour period. All right. They rehearsed this. The country is going to be divided up into 10 quadrants, 10 regions. Ain't gonna be no more 50 states. Ain't gonna be no 50 governors and none of that. Counties. All this is gonna merge. So the allocating and the new divisions of the whole country is just gonna be 10 different regions, you guys. And it's gonna be military control given. It's gonna be military control at the call, at the declaration of the president this week. Implemented like that. All right. So what he doing now? He putting them out on the street, getting them there. Probably let them be there for a little while, probably a couple of weeks, let you get comfortable and see them there. Oh, they're just going to be there to get your guard down. And then when he makes that call, they're going to let you jump off. I just what I'm thinking, right? Mind you, you see after, what, 2.5 months, everybody was crying for this dude to get in office. Now they protesting against him. Y'all know for years, this is what they've been wanting to do. For years, they've been wanting to, the water op. Appreciate that. For years, they've been wanting to get us to act up so they can impose this. Y'all should know this. They've been wanting to do stuff, but we just been kept, keep turning shoulder. When they was killing all them, quote unquote black folks, man, George Floyd, you know, uh, the brother Gray from New York, all of them, all the so-called blacks they just killed unjustly. They was doing that to get us to riot, to go off, right? Now they got us so passive because if we passive about seeing our own people get murdered in cold blood, if we're passive about that, then it's like, shoot, they feel like, okay, well, we can just start doing more stuff because they're not going to do nothing. And so first time Trump got in, he played the good cop. Now he's coming in playing bad cop. He got everybody on his side. Now he's in there, and as y'all can see, this stupid dude is doing whatever he want worldwide, at home and abroad. He don't care. Y'all. I've been looking at just some of the quotes he been saying. Like, this guy thinks he's some type of, I don't know what he think he is. He doing whatever he want to whoever he want, and he's like bluffing, punking dudes, right? It's gonna be his demise. All right. It's gonna be his demise. But just to show you, like, he's acting bold enough, clearly, to do this thing, to impose this thing, right? Um, Now, when this thing goes down, they're gonna remove all minorities from law enforcement. This should tell you that it's racial. They're gonna remove all minorities, quote unquote, blacks, uh, Mexicans, anybody that's not of Edom, anyone that's not so-called white, you're going to get removed from whatever of those law enforcement agencies that I mentioned and I didn't mention. They're going to put you out immediately and they're going to detain you. They're not going to set you free because they don't want you going out helping the populace resist them. So they're going to detain you right away. And any quote-unquote white sympathizers with what's being done, they're going to detain you too. It's because we're the threat. It's because it's been known that the Most High made one people special above all people on the face of the earth. They know our true, you know, potential, our power. They know the history of us. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, we have a history that we don't know. It's easily believable if we would read it, if we had access to it. As a nation, before we was even a nation, we were just the sons of Jacob. We used to mop dudes up, hundreds of thousands of them, and none of us would die. And there only be like 150 of us. You read in the book of Jasher, you'd be like, what? And wouldn't one of us die? All right. So this is the fear they have of us because now we're in the truth. Now we've woken. The Most High have opened up so much of many of our eyes. And now they're like, oh, shoot, we can't keep them asleep with drugs, with entertainment, fashion. They're not thinking about what the next new dance is, the next new song, who's about to punch on who in what boxing match, what basketball player dunked on who, right? What's the new trend of the new outfits? They're not thinking about that stuff as much anymore. Now they're like turning to their culture, their heritage, which in a lot of ways it makes certain people's pockets get short. All the farms selling pork, they losing money because we not eating pork no more, right? Clubs is losing money because we're not going out on Fridays. We keeping the Sabbath, right? We're changing, which is changing them from being what? Able to take advantage of us. Because the Most High said what? He scattered us to be a spoil and a prey. So while we're in the captivity of our mind, they've been spoiling and being a prey upon us and making money off us until we die in so many different ways. Even the change of our diet is making a lot of our health go away. Even taking Sirach 38 that the Most High put medicines in the earth, right? So a lot of us we're taking herbs now. We're not even taking the medicines from the doctor. We're not going to the doctor. All this stuff is making them see, man, they're woke. It's time to implode this thing. It's time to shut it down before they rise up. Fight us, fight us. They're getting stronger. They're getting wiser, physically, mentally, spiritually. We don't want them to get out of what we got them hypnotized into, right? And let them start going back to their power and gaining strength. So America was always prophesied to be imploded when we awoke. They know our prophecies. They know the prophecies say we're gonna wake up, right? And so, it's two things that I hear a lot when I talk to people about this in Babylon. One thing they'll say is why would they do that? Which is disappointing to hear. But the other thing I hear is they wouldn't do that. That doesn't make sense. I would rather hear the first one because the first one is an inquisitive, intelligent, question, which shows you got a sense to see, to inquire why something want to happen. Why questions are the best questions in the world because you're seeking understanding. You know, a reaction to say they wouldn't do that. That I just man, that's a grievous answer to have to deal with because it's like, man, this person looks around and doesn't see a thing wrong with nothing. Everything looks super cool, right? So, just speaking a little further on the plan, right? What they're gonna use this for, right, is to get everybody on board with one world doctrine, which they're gonna disguise as peace, which they're gonna include getting this dumb technology in